So about 2.5 years ago, we saw Cat Town Cafe open in Oakland, and we were very inspired by their success in creating a community around cats and getting cats adopted. And Mary and I have been involved with cat rescue, and we thought, well, why don't we just create a little pop-up. We'll open for 4 weeks. We'll create an event where cats are adoptable and they are hanging out in a room, and we'll see what happens.
And this was right before kitten season, so the idea was, how do you support the shelter in having the space to bring in more kittens by taking some of the adult cats out. The adult cats are the kitties that actually have some of the most difficulty acclimating to a shelter environment.
So when does kitten season normally start? Is it 3 times a year? I read that it's 3 times a year.
It's all
It's ongoing.
almost
It's
all
ongoing.
year.
It's ongoing now.
Here, because we live in a temperate climate, it's almost all year. It starts kicking in March and April, and it goes through November, December.
Oh wow. So
the idea being the cats would come in here for a month. We'd be open for a month.
yeah.
We'd clear out the shelter just in time for kitten season. And what happened was that we were so successful in the first month that we stayed open for a total of 6 months.
Wow.
Adopted out 53 cats. And then in November 2015, we closed the doors. And then about a year ago, right, in May 2016, we reopened as an initiative of Silicon Valley Pet Project.
Oh my goodness, that's really impressive. So do you know how many cats you've actually, brought in since you reopened? Or
Well, we've adopted 111 since in the past year. 111 cats have been adopted since we reopened
Since
a
you
year ago.
reopened. Wow.
So it's a total of 164.
164 adopted.
Mhm.
That's amazing. How do you normally find cats besides the shelter? Do you go around to different shelters and take them in, and how do you treat them and for the adoption process?
Well, our mission is to rescue at-risk cats from the San Jose shelter, which is the city shelter here in San Jose. And so we have a team of volunteers who go to the shelter every week. We meet the cats who are there, and we select ones that we think will do well here and who especially need to be out of the shelter because maybe they're shutting down or they're stressed.
So what would be, I guess, the most challenging loud noises?
I just want to add
Yeah, of course.
that one of the key people in that team
Mm-hmm.
is our cat curator, Mary Hoover, who is right there.
Hi.
Wave.
And with Marnie.
So to really looking at who are the cats that can come in that, as Ann said, are at most risk, maybe shutting down. They also have personalities and could mesh well with the other cats in terms of age, in terms of what they look like, who's going to benefit most from being here. And the idea, again, is in a cage-free environment, they're given the opportunity to relax and let their kitty natures emerge. We're very committed to the time it takes for that, and volunteers spending time giving tender, loving care, and community coming in and socializing the cats. It's a part of the mission. Well, it's not a part of the mission, it's a part of what we do.
Yeah.
But another part of the mission is the community of cat lovers. Of course, it's not an equivalent of a dog park for cat lovers.
Right.
And cat lovers mostly congregate online. So this is a real physical place that cat lovers can come. And we have created a kind of cat-centric community center. And we have a sweet community that's growing.
That's great. I think that it's really important to have and a free environment for them to kind of grow with their personalities and mingle with other cats, and then eventually, obviously, get adopted. I think that is super, super helpful, and I think you guys have a lovely place, and I really think that, as you can see, your cats are very happy here. So, has there anything been challenging for you since opening? Is there anything that you guys have faced that has been probably the hardest thing? Do you think there's anything?
I think the hardest thing is there aren't enough hours in the day.
Oh.
There's a lot of work to be done. We have a very wonderful core group of very dedicated volunteers. The challenge has been to staff up with even more volunteers, so we're always looking for volunteers to help us.
You're always looking for volunteers. I think anyone would be happy to work with these guys too. So I have a couple questions for you guys. How did you find out about the dancing cat, and I guess what intrigued you to become a volunteer? Yeah, either one you can start. Yeah.
Absolutely. I found out about the dancing cat by looking for volunteer opportunities on LinkedIn. There was a posting needing volunteers prior to the reopening in 2016, and I applied to help write profiles for the cats. Having catchy, fun profiles and really great photographs is crucial to helping them get adopted, and so I thought I could help out with the writing part. It's an interest I have, and so that's how I joined, and then I ended up doing a lot more on-site volunteering, leading to now, which is about a year later, and I've done all sorts of worn different hats volunteering, and there's lots of different opportunities to get involved, like once you've joined. So that's how I found the dancing cat, and
obviously you're a cat lover as well.
I am a cat lover as well. I have 2 cats of my own. I have been a lifelong cat lover. Online, I love cat videos like everybody else, and offline, I am so happy to be in the space here, and I've gotten to meet all of the 111 cats that we adopted in the last year, and it's really been very exciting and very awesome.
That's very cool. What about you, Christine?
I started as a volunteer at the shelter, and so I would see the cats not thriving in the small cages, and they don't, personalities don't come out there, and so I have been wishing for something like this to open so that they can go there.
Yeah.
So, and I happened to get an email one day from Anne, and I called her right away, and like immediately, and just wanted to do whatever they needed to help to get it going, because it wasn't actually started yet. They were still in the works, but but I wanted to, I just threw myself at Anne and do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want to make this happen.
That's great. I think that volunteering in any way that makes you feel good about yourself, and then that you get to see all of these cats improve, and they're so cute. Is there anything that you guys both like while volunteering here? Like, what's I guess the most interesting thing that's happened for you that you will always remember?
We have so many great every adoption story is a great story and a happy ending. We've had a lot of different ways that adoptions have come about. People who come in here to do a yoga class and didn't think they were going to adopt a cat, and then they did. That's happened a few times. We've had people who are grieving for a recently deceased pet and just wanted to be comforted by the presence of other cats. And we had a husband and wife, and they came in, and the wife particularly fell in love with one cat, a tuxedo kitty. And while she was bonding with him, the husband was playing with another little fluffy cat that we had. And the next day they came back and it decided they adopted both cats. And so, we just see adoptions happen in so many different ways, and it's been really, I could talk for hours about all the exciting different adoptions, but it's fun. It's fun to see things like that happen where people open their hearts and things happen in unexpected ways, and it's really nice to see that and be a part of that.
It's definitely a heartfelt moment.
Yeah, and we get to see those almost every day with
great.
People, even if they're not adopting, and that's not the only reason that we're here. People ask sometimes when they come in, is it okay if I don't want to adopt a cat? Can I still come in here? And absolutely, this is a place for the community, like Mary said, for cat lovers to be able to come, commune with each other, and those are also wonderful moments too.
So you see just a lot of special bonds between cat in people and just
Yeah.
you can see actually like even people come out in a different way too, which I think cats have like a special magical touch. Like this wonderful kitty right here.
Yeah, they absolutely do. We get a lot of cat-loving kids. We get a lot of kids who are maybe not sure how they feel about cats yet. And this is a great teaching opportunity for them to learn safe and happy ways to be interacting with cats. That's going to, shape the rest of their life and interactions with the animals. Is learning the proper way to introduce yourself to a cat, and that's something that's also really very interesting to kind of be that experience with a kid. And, and kids really light up when a cat responds to them, when they've engaged the cat in the right way, when they play with a wand toy that the cat responds to. It's nice to see them, feel very connected and excited by that cat.
Yeah, I think that's so cute. I love when cats or children when they get any sort of excitement from just an animal. And I still feel like that myself. Like every time I'm like, oh, a dog or a cat is like intrigued and wants to come over to me, like, oh yay, like I feel loved. And I think that obviously the cats enjoy being a part of our lives as much as we with their lives. Actually, can you introduce, or actually, do you have anything interesting that has happened while you were here that you'd like to share?
I would say, I could name a whole bunch of things, but Anne and Mary both have huge hearts, and they're so they're so kind. And not only do they save the cats from the shelter, but they also help people in the community who have to surrender their pet or are moving. They can't take their pet, and I'm going to stop. No,
it's okay. That means you're doing really good to feel this emotion. That's you're doing something right, and that's beautiful. I think that's
so. They help the community directly as well.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, heartfelt. I think that was beautiful. I think I totally agree with you. I think what Anne and Mary are doing is a really great thing for the community, and just being here, it made me realize I miss cats. I can't have a cat. Oh. No, I'm getting emotional. But I think I was excited to come here and meet all of you and meet all the kitties.
Oh, you're welcome anytime.
So I definitely will be back. And while I'm talking about the cats, I'd actually love to hear and learn about which ones you have right now. Especially this little guy, he is super cute. So I'd love for you to introduce all the cats that you have right now.
Well, right now we have 9 cats. They're not all right here because we have a quiet area in the back that cats that prefer a quieter space can retreat to. This big boy here is Spike. We think he's about 9 years old. We don't know.
He's such a love bug.
He's never met a lap that he doesn't like. And he's also very playful. He is probably the most mellow cat we've ever had. The little black and white tuxedo is Athena. She's also maybe around 9 years old. We don't know. She just came in yesterday. She was in a foster home.
So she's fairly new.
She's very new here. But she was a snuggle bug in her foster home. She cuddled under the covers with her foster mom. Her foster mom is going to be coming in to visit her because she really got attached. But we really appreciate foster homes because that helps us save more cats. Athena needed a little time in a home for some medical treatment. She recovered and she's doing great. And now she's here and she's ready for adoption.
So what kind of how do foster homes usually work?
Well, these are just families who are willing to take a cat from anywhere from a week to a couple months. A cat who might need some medical treatment or might just need a quiet home to kind of decompress in after maybe a traumatic time in the shelter. And so we recruit foster homes from the community. They care for the cats. We provide all the supplies, all the food, all the medical care for the cats, and they provide the love.
Oh, that's all we really need. Just some love. It's so cute. Now what's this little girl over here?
This is Zoe.
Zoe is a Siamese mix, the long hair.
Long hair, yeah. She's beautiful.
She's about 9 months old. She's very playful. She's fun. She's bonded with her brother, not her brother, but her buddy.
Her brother,
Buddy.
her house buddy.
House buddy Cody, who's first the quieter in the back.
Oh,
Zoe is. Let's see if we can get her over here.
she's super.
She's
Hey,
very playful, very curious.
Oh,
Hey, Zoe.
Just a bundle of fun, and she's beautiful.
she has blue eyes.
She's got blue eyes.
Oh, that's
It's from the
sweet.
Siamese mix.
Is she fairly new too, or is she?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
came in on Friday.
Oh,
Here she is.
there she is.
She and Cody are looking for a home together. We occasionally do get bonded pairs, cats that come in and they're bonded and need to be adopted together.
Do they, when they're bonded, is it when they bond while they're here, or is it from the shelter that you found them bonded? Or?
Oh, it's usually from where they came from.
They're bonded.
Often litter mates or just good friends that we
Yeah.
feel would do best together. Sometimes cats create a bond here, and it's kind of special to see.
Beautiful.
Do you want to talk about?
Oh
Stanley
yeah,
over
let's
there?
talk about Stanley with the mustache.
Yes, Stanley must ask you a question. He is very playful, as you can see. Stanley is about 1 year old. He's a tuxedo boy.
Oh.
He has just the most fun and friendly personality. You know, we sometimes run out of, you know, new adjectives to describe cats, and you end up describing them as, you know, sweet or playful. But, you know, Stanley really is all of those things and incredibly friendly. He's tried to befriend every cat he's met here, to some success and some failure. He's just ready to, you know, goes right up and says, "Hi, how are you?" And some of the cats say,
No.
"Space, please." But he has made some really good friends, and some of them have been adopted, but before they were, he would just be palling around, you know, wrestling and chasing them. And so right now, he and Zoe are bonding in that way,
Oh.
which is really sweet, that he has, you know,
Another
he has an unconditional and unending amount of, you know, love and friendship that he's willing to offer. So he will do well in a home with another cat potentially, or if, you know, someone wanted 2 cats, they could take Stanley and somebody else from here. But he's got a lot of love and energy to give to somebody.
He's definitely a lovable little cat. I mean,
He's very sweet.
He's
He
very
will,
busy.
and
busy.
he'll, yeah. In his quieter times, he does sleep a lot when he, you know, is ready, and he'll let you pick him up like a baby. He has licked my entire face
Aw.
before, which, you know.
A
he has-
testament to you.
Huh?
A testament to you.
Yeah, maybe, or to whatever I had for lunch. I don't know what that was about, but he's just a really sweet kitty. So
do cats normally like that?
sometimes they'll groom because they groom themselves
Oh, they
that
do,
way,
that's
but then
true.
they will also. It's a sign of, you know,
They love you and they
interest
wanna
and
take care of
affection,
you.
and so he and groomed me, which was very kind. It's very
That's
good.
interesting. Are there any actually
That's
like?
smart.
Marnie is here.
Oh, Marnie,
Okay.
yeah.
Is she showing
She's
up on
playing.
camera?
I think she should be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Marnie
Super
is
playful.
a black female cat. She's about 5 years old. She was living with a homeless man, and unfortunately, she was attacked by a dog very viciously. And the homeless man surrendered her to a cat rescue. So she is recovering very well from her injuries, but she was injured fairly badly. But as you can see, she's that didn't slow her down a bit.
Yeah.
She's doing great.
So the attack happened pretty recent, or
Probably about a month ago.
about a month.
Not sure exactly.
Yeah.
She's very brave and really sweet and curious, and her foster mom reported that she's interested in Girl Scout cookies, which is, you know, we all, I mean, who isn't, but it's fun to find out little things about them, because they are all different. There's not one, you know, there's definitely not one kind of cat.
Yeah.
I think it's important that you're seeing how much the staff here knows about each of the cats, and that, in the end, results in a better adoption, because you can really pair the cat with, you know, the human, the
Yeah.
two-legged with the four-legged.
Yeah, you get to know the cats and what they like and everything. And that's obviously what is making this environment better. It's like you can't tell any of that from a shelter, and it's very sad, because when they are in the shelter, they're very stressed out, they're scared, and they react in a way that you wouldn't. They're protecting themselves, so they get scared and might attack. But in here, completely themselves and curious cats, like how they should be. Yeah. So while being here, I guess, how do people normally spend their time here? Is it just they come and visit? Do they, just want to obviously hang out with the cats? But is there anything that people like to do while they're here?
Well, I mean, I think it's all about finding your own place and your own kind of vibe that you like.
Yeah.
People come in, they hang out, read a book, they might work on their computer. We do have Wi-Fi. They might come in and do knitting with their friends. We have birthday parties. We do special events like watercolor classes, yoga classes, ceramic painting classes. We do education. We have talks on education and art. All cat-centric.
Oh.
And they're small, intimate
Yeah.
gatherings, usually 10 to 12 people, this kind of thing.
Do you have a
yes.
limit? Is that why, or is it?
Well, we try to keep it to about 12 guests,
Yes.
so the guests enjoy the space more, and the cats enjoy the space
as well. Yeah.
And people come in just simply to enjoy community.
Yeah.
If they didn't know anybody when they walked in,
Not
they
they
have
do.
other cat lovers here, and they can probably find something to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Is there, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know. I guess, has your community, do you think your community has grown just by, doing what you guys do here and rearranging?
Oh, a new lab.
A new lab.
New labs to discover.
Oh. Sorry, what?
A lot of our volunteers are from the community.
Yeah.
They're from all real close by.
Yeah.
Because we're a volunteer-based organization, and a lot of people have full-time jobs and do this as a part-time, volunteering thing, and we're always looking for and making efforts to get the word out about the Dancing Cat. We have an online presence. People can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and we're just constantly trying to get, our presence out there. We're on Yelp. People, Google us. We ask people how they found us when they come in, and they'll tell us. And a lot of people Google something to do in the area. People who are from out of town, maybe, and said, "Oh, I heard there was one in San Francisco, a cat place, but I found one closer to where I live." And so we're, we have a limited availability as far as like how much we can, get the word out there. We're not able to advertise on TV or buses or those sorts of things, but we're trying to, tell guests to tell their friends and help, give us reviews online and, be a grassroots kind of speaking thing as far as, advocate for us and help us save cats by just telling your coworkers, your friends, your family, put up a flyer at church, whatever it takes. We are relying on the community to kind of help keep us going as much as we're trying to help support the community.
So is there anything that you would like the community to do to support you?
Well, we appreciate all the support that the community has given us. We're
Yeah.
a completely volunteer-based organization. We rely on donations.
Yeah.
And the community can donate on our website, thedancingcat.org, or on for Silicon Valley Pet Project, which is a nonprofit cat and dog rescue organization. Their website is svcatproject.org. And we also have an Amazon wish list.
Oh, then where can they find this wish list?
It's under Silicon Valley Pet Project.
If you're looking on Amazon or on our website, there's a link on the donation page where you can click on that, go directly to our wish list.
And the community can support us by making a reservation and coming on in.
And just seeing it in person and experiencing for what it is.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you.
Oh, we should say stay and neuter your cats.
Oh, Spain.
Like Bob Barker, you have to do it with the little microphone.
Yes.
And always spay and neuter your cat.
It's always Spain. Okay. Yes, no matter what. Because there's too many cats that we need to take care of.
Yes. That's my ending.
That's your sign off.
Editorial.
Yeah, that's my sign off.
Steve's signing off.
Signing off.
I'm
See you
gonna
next
stay and
time. One more question for you guys. It's more for you both. If do you have any wishes or goals for the upcoming year? or just in general that you have in mind?
Well, I'd like to see our success continue in getting cats adopted, finding wonderful homes for these wonderful cats.
I second that, and
Okay.
as Lauren said, a growing community, a thriving community, a place where people can connect and consider the dancing cat a refuge and a sanctuary and a place to grow their hearts.
Yeah, and I think that you guys are spreading awareness just by being here, and I think it's really great what you guys do, and I just want to thank you all for sharing your stories, and it was lovely chatting with all of you. I just want to say, for those of you watching, you can visit the Dancing Cat in person, or you can visit their website at thedancingcat.org to see how you can get involved. I'd really like to play with all these cats right now, so I will see you later. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. So let's play with some keys.
All right, well, here's a wand. There you are.
Thank
Go
you.
for it.
Yay. I think they're all pooped out now.
It's about time to, right?
Oh.
It's funny if she has like her back paws or
Oh, with her back feet out, huh? Yeah, she was.